Hello, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? My name is Quantic Flux, and today we are back with some more Card Shark. We are going to be going in, spoiler alert, shortly after we died. And, yeah, the plot thickens for sure. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And, yeah, I'll see you at the end. Bye-bye. What is going on here? Sophie, do you want some tea? You're not Sophie. I don't recognize you. You need to drink this tea, my son. It's poison. It's for your own good. Screw you, Comte. I'm not helping you. You don't want to drink the tea, but you drank it already. Uh-oh. Erg. Shh. There. Sleep, little one. Then I jumped through the window on fire, with an army of hysterical nuns on my heels. It was worth it. Julie has a crazy backstory that I'd love to hear. Sister Aglimi was an exquisite angel hiding many delights under her robes. Hell yeah, brother. After that, I met an opera singer who swiftly got me pregnant. I gave birth to twin sisters, Sophie and Deborah. Taught them how to fight and fence, to sing Lully and read Voltaire, to love. We were happy for a while, but then Sophie became a favorite, and Deborah escaped to the Americas. Hell yeah, Deborah. I gave them freedom. Only Sophie hadn't fallen for the king. How is he? Still weak, but he's healing. So this is Sophie's son. I'm not sure. But if nothing else, he's a victim of the Comte and McGregor. That's enough for me. Eugene? Shall I call you Eugene? No, that's the name the Comte gave me. Comte gave you that name, I assume. What would you like to do next? I want to find both the Comte and McGregor and make them both pay, but I guess I'll go with the Comte for now. He's back in the Pompadour Salon, gambling his life away. If you go after him, you won't be able to hide from McGregor for very long. But he might be useful. I studied how you play cards with him. You're a talented cheat. What were your tricks in Ludwigsburg? I must say, boy, that Shiner Glimpse trick is ingenious, and the fan signal, a compelling union of deceit and grace. That's your plan? Go after the Comte and trick him dressed like this? You have some nerve to enter the Pompadour Salon again. But revenge is a powerful motivator, and the Comte deserves what's coming. So for that reason, I wish to share with you a little trick I invented in my youth. Please don't use a mirror. We'll call it the stained deck. Nothing very complicated, but the Comte won't know the technique, and it may just be what gives you the upper hand. Take this. Please not a mirror. No. Oh, you're killing me, dude. Why with the mirror? Makeup. No one will suspect a thing thanks to your disguise. Now imagine where it's sat at a table. I'm going to mark the back of cards in your hand with makeup. Okay, this isn't a mirror. I love that. I'll show you a system that will help me differentiate between the high and low cards. Start by picking me a high value card. Okay? And have an ace. Mark high value cards with red makeup. I think circle's red. So how will you differentiate between each high value card? You're going to need to be discreet about it. Mark an ace in the corner. Move in a clockwise motion and mark a king on the side. It needs to be marked in the center. Lastly, mark a jack on top. Okay. That's correct. In actual game, I'll need you to mark all the high value cards, but for now, let's move on. Pick me a low value card this time. Mark low cards with black makeup. Go on and dip your finger. Mark a 5 in the corner. Okay. 5 is top, 4 is right, 3 is down. I'm not going to remember this. Excellent work. The smeared fan. Of course, you'll need to mark several low-value cards during the actual game, but you get the point, so let's continue. Allow me to show you how you will put this into a sequence. You use that Shiner Glimpse technique to learn the Comte's strongest suit. That is, whichever suit he has the most of. Signal that information to me with your fan. You'll increase our chances of winning the table if you mark a good number of cards each round, too. Lastly, remember to force low cards on the Comte and give them high cards to me. Trust you have a dealing technique up your sleeve? I guess. Excellent. That should be enough to secure us a victory. Let's go get ready for this evening. What, you thought you'd be the only one in disguise? I have major concerns. Chateau de Saint-Ouen, Paris, France, later that day. Fine, Comte, fine. You win. You can stop harassing me. I will get you that game with the king. Present yourself tomorrow at noon in Versailles. You do not need to bring cards. The king has plenty. Sure. I was considering leaving the table for tonight. That's a good disguise. I'm the Comte Orloff, and I'm ready to put a lot of money on the table. Well, well, if you insist, I'm not one to relinquish a fair fight. The only issue is that we're missing a player. Your wife might want to join us? Giggle. Gwendolyn, stop that immediately. Sit down and don't say a word to this man. I forbid you. A tough but wise call. Your wife is charming. She's also a very poor player, which gives me a better chance of winning. Okay. What, okay. Shiner technique. Got it. Queen of Hearts. Oop. Queen of Hearts. Ace of Spades. Nothing beats that. Gonna go around. I have a feeling I messed up the trick, and I was supposed to know. Yep. Oh, boy. Madame, I'm afraid your game is somewhat imperfect. My dear, please don't answer that. I hope you're not about to babble nonsense about the weaker sex. If you do, I might have to shoot you. Latil. You heard me. Okay. I have goofed. I need to know all the cards, which is hard to do. Okay. Heart. Diamond. 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 So 3 diamonds. Three diamonds. One, two, three. Okay. Queen is down. Three is down. Five is up. Okay. How? Are you well, Comte? Uh-oh, we're getting to big money. Queen is down. Two is left. Two is still left. I am not sure how this isn't super obvious, to be honest. Jack is also left. High cards are red. I think that was black that I just gave her. It is unfortunate. I lost. I'm sorry you cannot follow me here. We will be back. I wish you well. All right. Well, I goofed. You hate to see it. Sorry, Julie. Simply cannot afford to keep making mistakes. Each time we return to the salon, we increase the likelihood of the comp seeing through our disguises. We're meant to identify and mark a good handful of cards before dealing them out in a way that would help me and ruin the comp. I'm no expert, but I could go over the stain deck with you again. No. You say so. Oh, boy. Mesa Mies, you want to play again? Please, come. Okay, I'm nearly out of money. Diamond. Diamond. So 2 diamonds. Heart. Three diamonds. Heart. 3 diamonds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. Markia. Your low value card. Queen. Markia. King. Markia. Or we Markia. Nice. We go again. Diamond. Club. Club. So 2 clubs. Oops. Still 2 clubs. Okay, 2 clubs and 2 hearts, I think. 1, 2. Okay, 2. Left. King. Right. Ace. Up. Three. Down, I think. Okay. The triumph is very quiet, madame. Are you blushing? Hide. Do not pester my wife with your insinuations, Comte. Deal the cards, my dear. Do not listen to him. Okay. Okay, 3. Low. King. Right. Jack is left. 2 is left. Okay, here we go. We want to give this to the Comte. Okay, thank goodness. I must leave. Monsieur, madame. Traitor. What are you waiting for? Go after him. Why? Good luck, my son. I wish you well. Thank you. Are we gonna, like, murder him? What's happening? Also, why can't I move? Okay. Just wanted me to press X. Cour des Miracles, Rue des Temple, Paris. Later that day. Can't help but notice a giant fire. Okay, the magician is meeting with someone. Comte Saint Germain. When you enter the Cour des Miracles, the least you could do is bow to the King of Thieves. What is going on? My little rats told me what you did. You betrayed our young friend to McGregor. True. McGregor was supposed to let him go. You don't believe that, especially with the small fortune McGregor paid you. No, I love Eugene. Listen, I want to be done with this. I got you what you wanted. I have an invitation to play at the King's table. Screw you, Comte. A revenant approaches. What? Eugene, you made it. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Okay, I'm setting the pace. High, middle, low. High, middle. You suck, Comte. My dear boy, wait. You must cut my throat, then at least grant me one last wish. Allow you to teach me my best, my greatest strategy, for I cannot in good faith allow you to continue without it. Fine. Bless you, lad. You won't regret this. Ensuring my victory in a game is nothing new to you, and I'm sure that aiding me is the last thing you wish to do right now. If you put your anger aside, you will learn a strategy to do so discreet even I would be deceived by it. I already deceived you, you dummy. Remember a palm glimpse? This is a progression of that technique. Simply peek at the top and the bottom of the deck before stealing the high card you find. Have a go now. Okay. Then sneak the high card back after the opponent has cut the deck. Suppose you're wondering how you can guarantee a high card on the top. On the top of the bottom of the deck. Leave that to me. See? It pays to keep me alive. Now, it's always worth gaining any information you can about the deck, so make sure you sneak a peek at the new card after the cut. Card was high too? How convenient. You did well tackling that last trick, lad. You've ensured that there's a high card at one end of the deck. Without a bit of luck, there's a second high card on the other end too, so how can you get them to me? You could deal me the top one with a second deal technique, but what about the bottom card? It's time for you to learn the shark deal. This is an expert technique. I can't believe how far you've come, lad. Sure, dude. I'm gonna go with impatient. Not that I ever doubted you. Take a look at the first card in your deck. Yeah? You don't want to go giving such a strong card to your opponent, do you? Second, deal them a card. Okay. Very good. Now deal that high top card to me as normal. Thanks, lad. Now deal a card to yourself and our opponent. Okay. Time for my next card. Quickly slide me the high card from the bottom of the deck. Act casual and nobody will notice anything. Bottom deal. Fantastic. You now have another way to manipulate how the cards will fall as you deal. And there we have it. Strategy so simple a child could do it, and a parent would be none the wiser. Time to put it all together without my help. I did not mean to steal that. Okay. Something went wrong here. Remember, I want you to make sure to deal me as many high cards as you can while peeking. Have another go. Good all range attack again. Okay, king. Sure. Okay. Here we go. Excellent job. Thank you. The Comte's Gambit. You like to practice this some more? No need. Well, that's all then. Can't help but notice your blade is still out, lad. Is that a Renio? Dude, a Renio's the coolest, bro. Is that really your greatest strategy? I didn't interrupt because I thought I might learn something new, but that was anticlimactic, to say the least. Don't kill him, my friend. He can still be useful. That's a Renio, dude. I am your friend. And also, I do know who he is. For you, I was a Renio Funes. A Renio? For you, I was also the Baroness de Beauregard. My little mouse? You're a fool with women, dear Comte. Bit by bit, I fed you the secret of the 12 bottles of milk, till you are ready to confront McGregor for me. I didn't expect Miss Porterhouse to die. Eugene was never supposed to accompany you. Sincerely sorry, my friend. Not a game for you. It was a game for sharks like the Comte. I imagine you're feeling a little overwhelmed. Do you have any questions? Yeah. Who am I? You really thought you could become the heir to the throne, didn't you? Kinda? You don't know the whole story, lad. Anything else? Who's the Comte? Me? I'm someone who was lied to. He tricked me. More than that, I groomed you, Comte. Engineered your fortune in disgrace from Versailles. Anything else? Who are you? My real name is Erdnase. Ah, that makes sense. 20 years ago, I was betrayed by McGregor. I had to disappear. It all started that night. Sophie died by my hand. McGregor and I were employed by the nobility to keep an eye on the king. Our task was to drug Sophie and send her away to a convent. The king and Sophie married in secret the year before, and she was about to give birth to a child. Many couldn't accept the idea of a mysterious heir from out the aether, but the baby was stillborn. What? Here's what happened that night. Dude, the plot is crazy in this game. The baby is dead. What will the king say? Shush now. You are married to him before God. Nothing can happen to you. He will throw me in the gutter. It's one life for another. Now drink this tea, my child, and go to sleep. You are exhausted. Rip Sophie. Enter. It's done. Is she asleep? You drank it all. Hurry, the king is coming. This is unexpected. This way. Make way for the king. Sophie, you're so pale. You're so cold. Sophie, wake up. She's not breathing. What? Why are you... The baby. A boy. Alive and well. No, your majesty. You must not lay eyes on him. Why isn't he crying? Why can't I hear my son? He doesn't have a tongue. You cannot get attached. I will handle this situation. You, fetch the carriage. I have to leave. My poor Sophie, my hidden paradise. Sire, I hate to disturb your grief, but a matter of equal importance requires your attention. What is it? When I entered the room, I saw Erdnase throw a bottle. I am sure it was poison. He killed Sophie. This man murdered your wife. Bail, Erdnase. What's going on? Did you get stabbed or something? Master Erdnase, what happened? Says Mrs. Porterhouse. There's a change of plan, Miss Porterhouse. McGregor betrayed me. He killed Sophie. You have the baby. No, I'm afraid he's dead. Poor thing, I was looking forward to taking care of him. You might be able to do something about that. You will sell the 12 bottles of milk and you will adopt a child. A mute child. What? And how on earth am I supposed to do that? We'll go to the orphanage of the Misericord in Pau. Plenty of choice. Then you will make yourself scarce. Do this and your whole debt will be paid. Bernace is smart, dude. He came up with this a while ago. When I understood McGregor had poisoned the tea, I knew I was trapped. I taught him well. His timing was perfect. The baby was dead in my arms, poor thing. Came up with the story of a mute child to keep a card in my hand. Okay, we are pawns. He played the game willingly. I simply tweaked the odds. So here's the thing, though. I can still claim to be the real heir, dude. You kind of screwed yourself, and I'm going to throw you under the bus. A few days after sending Miss Porterhouse to Pau, the gangrene took my leg. I've been hiding since then, planting the seeds of my revenge. Miss Porterhouse adopted a mute orphan. You, Eugene. McGregor was afraid the baby would reappear and threaten his position at court. You helped drag him into my trap. Just like the victims of your card tricks. And now, tomorrow we will go to Versailles and finish this. And are you in, Comte? We need your wits and your invite to the king's table. We will get rid of McGregor, but afterwards we will part ways. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'm in. Eugene, I've studied your progress. You're quicker than the Comte. I'll need you at the table. Are you in? Is it a choice? You don't do it for me, do it for Sophie D'Aubigny. Do it for her mother, Julie. Sophie drinking that poison tea is a nightmare I relive every night. But at least we can do something about McGregor. In Versailles, we will play a special game. You will not cheat to win, you will cheat to suggest feelings and emotions. You see, by applying sufficient pressure on certain ideas and images, I will create a rift between the king and McGregor. First, I will mention your target. Then I will hint at the nature of the cards I need you to steal and distribute. What? It'll all become clear in time. Imagine I said, our dear alchemist is in very strong shape today. Did you pick up a pair of lucky clovers this morning? Okay. In this case, you need to give 2 high clubs to the Comte, okay, because he's an alchemist. Got it? Clover looks similar to a club, you see. You'll need to keep an open mind when interpreting my requests. Sometimes I'll give you 2 targets. Listen closely to an example. Your Majesty, I wish your strength of heart in the current turmoil. Fortunate you have McGregor by your side during this dark, lowly period. Okay. Here you would need to give a high heart to the king and a low black card to McGregor. So how do we apply this to a strategy? This would suit my strategy fine, with some adjustments, maybe? Adjustments? Yes. I'll need Eugene to stack 2 specific cards in order to apply enough pressure during the game. Your strategy relies too heavily on chance, Comte. You really believe a suitable card will present itself at the top or bottom of the deck after cutting? Well, I said I would. That will look staged. Eugene, when the time comes, make sure to offer the cut to me. Comte, your strategy is fine as a backup if McGregor becomes suspicious. But we'll need something more sophisticated for the actual meat of the game. Allow me to teach you the Erdnase special. First, I'll give you one of my codes. Then you'll hunt for the cards. Begin with the sticky hand technique to steal a card I've requested. Put it at the top of the deck. Before finding the other requested card amongst the played cards on the table, make sure it's the first card you collect in your harvest. Place it on top of the deck with the other stolen card. Now let me think of a code. Allow me. Erdnase may be helping you now, but give it time and you'll see his feeble moral standards and how red his hands are. So give him a low red card. Very creative. Are you able to interpret that? Yes. What are you waiting for? Okay. What am I doing here? Oh, was I supposed to make him win? Good work, Eugene. Would you like to try again? No? We'll proceed then. We have 2 requested cards at the top of the deck. Now it's time to assign them to your target. In this case, that's me. Fittingly, you'll be using something I call the Erdnase Shuffle. Whilst this technique might appear daunting at first, you'll soon come to appreciate how flexible and powerful it is, just like me. I'll talk you through it now. Take a look at the target's cards at the top of the deck. First off, I need you to shuffle once whilst in-jogging the top card at the same time. Subtlety is key here, so make sure to do this in one fluid motion. Shuffle plus in-jog. Okay. It was just down for some reason. Nicely done. We've already set aside 2 cards for me, your target, but now it's time to sort out the other players. Go ahead and drop 2 cards per additional player. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now each player has 2 cards prepared for them. To secure the selection, outjog the next card. Outjog? Did the Comte not teach you anything? Excuse me, I taught him what he needed to know. And yet, Out jogging is just like in jogging, but the card pokes out away from you instead of in and towards you. What for? Hand me the cards and I'll show you what I mean. Here, see the out jog card and the in jog card on either side of your stack? Your thumb can easily create a gap beneath the in jog card when you're squaring the deck. You'll naturally grab everything up to the out jog card too. This creates a break below it. You can use these gaps to restore the stack on the next pass through the deck. Trust you understood that, Eugene? Sure. Good, let's try the Erdnase shuffle again. You know how this part goes. Shuffle down and in jog in one motion. Now drop a pair of cards for each player besides myself. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now for the out jog we talked about to sandwich the stack. Good. The prepared cards will be easy to find thanks to those markers on either side. Go ahead and shuffle down the rest of the deck like the honest man you are. Then square as I showed you. Okay. 2. The deck squared, you need to drop all the cards up to the first gap. That way you can get back to dealing with the stack you've prepared. Go on, drop the cards up to the gap all at once. Now my 2 cards at the bottom of the stack, but they need to be distributed amongst the opponent's cards. To distribute the planned cards in the stack, you'll need to drop 1 individual card for everyone other than your target. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The next card should be 1 for me, but the ones you prepared are on either side of the next break. Drop everything up to the break. That should be my card with each opponent above it. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Great, now there are 2 cards prepared for each of my opponents, but there's only 1 for me currently. Drop that next card to make sure both cards I requested end up in the same hand. Tired yet? Yes. Only a couple more steps left, I promise. Now you just need to offset the stack so that the requested cards are dealt to me. Simply drop as many cards as there are opponents seated before me in the deal. Have a try. What, dude? 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Both cards are on track to end up in my hand. But in your celebrations, don't forget to secure your stack by in-jogging the next card. I don't remember this trick at all. The stack secured, all that's left is to drop the rest of the pack and cut the deck at the marker. Let's see what happens when you deal out the cards. Good job. The 2 low red cards are dealt to me. I think you have this well understood. Shall we move on? Bro, what are you talking about? I don't know this at all. Okay. In jog, sure, whatever. Okay. 1. Yes. Crap. Shuffle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Out jog. I'm not going to be able to remember this, dude. It's too much. Yeah. Sure. 2, 3. I'm not following this at all, dude. 1, 2, 3. Sure. Sure. Whatever you say, dude. I guess we'll move on, but I don't know what I'm doing at all. But it's not over yet. I was getting to that. We'll finish by reversing the opponent's cut. Prove you can do that for me now. Well done. Now it's time to see how you fare without my guidance. We're testing you on a lot, so we'll keep the same clue from before. Comte, Erdnase may be helping you now, but give it time and you'll see his feeble moral standards and how red his hands are. Okay. I guess we want another red card. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. Shuffle. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Jog. Shuffle. Okay. Shuffle. 1, 2, 1. Shuffle. Shuffle. I lost the cards. Okay. Did I do it? I think I messed up. Something went wrong here. Yeah, I'm aware. Okay. I've goofed. Oh my god. Do we skip ahead? I'm just gonna shuffle it a bunch and fail miserably. Oh boy. There are no low rad cards. Unless you count 10 as low, which I do not. Okay. Shuffle once. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Out jog. Shuffle. 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 Okay. Shuffle. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle. Shuffle. I've goofed. One moment, please. All right, we're back. I had to do it several more times, but here we are. I must say, I'm impressed. I'm not. The lad's talented. Always has been. Third and ace stack. Would you like to practice some more? Absolutely not. Fine, it's not to overdo it. Though judging by your pallid complexion, we may be too late. We can't stop yet. Why is that, Comte? You said the lad might need to stack cards for 2 different targets. You haven't taught us how. And I never will, Comte. Eugene is a natural, always improvising to get the 2 of you out of trouble. Have faith in him. Very well, I trust you, lad. You shouldn't, because I don't know what I'm doing. You have plenty of techniques to keep you occupied tomorrow, Eugene. And, providing you stick to my plan, there'll be lots of drama to witness, too. Try to get some rest, lad, if you can, amongst all this debris. All right, everybody, that's where today's episode is going to end. Tomorrow, we pick back up with the final confrontation with the king. I hope you guys are excited, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, I would very much appreciate it if you left a like and or a comment. It would help me out immensely, get me noticed by the algorithm, and yeah, I would really appreciate it. If you want to hear more from me, my name is Quantic Flux. I make new videos every single day, and I'd be happy to have you back. But with that being said, I want to thank you for your time. I very much appreciate it, and I hope I see you in the next one. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.